have my chicken here. This is 500 grams of chicken which I have cleaned and kept. The spices that we're gonna need for this butter chicken recipe is, this is roasted cumin and coriander powder. This is half a slice of lemon. This is kasuri methi, about 2 spoons. This is half a spoon of sabzi masala. This is again half a spoon of red chili powder. This is chaat masala that I've taken. This is 1/4 spoon that I've taken. This is salt as per your taste, and this is haldi powder. That's it here. Now I have curd that I'll be using for the marination as well as for the gravy, and I have a few cashews here and some almonds that I have kept in lukewarm milk. And once this is done, I'll just peel the cover of these almonds and I'll make a fine paste of almond and cashew that I'll put in the gravy. So let's start. Okay, so to start with, I'll add in all these spices in the chicken, and about 3 spoons of curd. This is hung curd which I later whisked because I do not want too much of water content. 3 spoons is fine. And then lemon, which is half a slice as I told earlier. So this is half lemon that I'm using. That's it for marination. Now I'm gonna mix this well. So I'll nicely marinate all these masalas in the chicken and keep it for an hour or so. You can keep it for 3 to 4 hours if you want the flavors to infuse that nicely. But I'm just gonna keep it for an hour in the refrigerator and then I'll just cook them. So I'll just mix and mix. So it's 10 minutes of the marination now, and I forgot to put this ginger garlic paste that I have. So this is about 1 tablespoon or a half tablespoon of ginger garlic paste that I'm putting in to the marination, and again mixing it well with marination. And now to this I'll also add butter, melted butter. This is about 2 tablespoons of melted butter that I'm gonna put. This is hot. I just melted this. So this would directly go to the marination. And that's it. Because this is butter chicken, so we're gonna make the entire recipe in butter. So after adding butter, it's easier to mix. So I'm just gonna mix it and put it for another 45 to 50 minutes. I'm marinating this chicken for a good 1 hour. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a pan. This is on medium-high flame, and I have not put anything, no butter, nothing, because my marination has it all. So I'm gonna place these chicken pieces on the pan. My pan is hot now, so I'm slowly gonna place these chicken pieces one by one. If you have too much quantity, you can try frying them into batches. But since I have only taken 500 grams of chicken, so I don't need any batch. One batch would do. So I'm gonna place all these chicken pieces on the pan, just like so. And I'm gonna fry each side for about 5 minutes, and it should be done. And then we'll start the gravy. So after 5 minutes of frying, I'll just turn these pieces over so that they're nicely cooked on both sides. And I'm gonna put the rest of my marination on these because I don't want to waste this. Okay, that's it. I'll also turn these chicken pieces to nicely brown on one side, so on the other side also to cook perfectly. So I'm going to turn all of these pieces. Now while I am frying these chicken pieces on this pan, I have put another utensil, and this is hot, so I'm gonna put 2 big tablespoons of butter into it, and as soon as it melts, I'll put in the spices. So this is gonna be on low flame because butter burns. Butter has a tendency to burn very quickly, so I'm gonna cook this on a low flame. The butter has melted. I'll put in 1 bay leaf into this, few peppers, black peppers, because I really like the flavor of black peppers, 1 red chili, whole red chili, little bit of jeera powder. That's it. And I'm going to cook this for about 2 minutes. Now once I have my whole spices fried in the butter, I'll put in onions. I have taken 2 medium-sized onions that I have diced. So I'm going to put all of it, and I'm going to fry these onions till light brown. That's the color I want. So just a light brown, and then I'll add tomatoes to it. When I have my onions nicely transparent in color, I'll put in 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Mix it for a minute and wait for the odor of this, the raw odor of this garlic and ginger to vaporize. Now at this point, when I have my onions nicely brown, I mean they are light brown, just as I want, I'll put in the tomatoes that I have sliced. This is 1 big tomato. And I'll let it cook for another 3 minutes till my tomatoes are, till, as you can see, my chicken is ready. I have cooked them on both sides and they're almost ready. So I'm going to close, and I'm going to put this out from flame and keep it aside and concentrate on my gravy now. So here I have my tomatoes and onions almost cooked now. I don't want to cook them too much, so this is fine. I'm gonna put in these spices. So first I'm gonna put salt. I already did put a little bit of salt during the marination in the chicken, so I'm not gonna put too much. Now I'm gonna put red chili powder, a little bit of butter chicken masala, a little bit of haldi powder. Then I have coriander and jeera powder. That's it. I am not putting too much of these spices. You can see I have put a very little amount because I do not want the spices to overpower the flavor of the butter in my butter chicken. So that's it. I'm gonna fry it for another minute or 2 till the oil gets separated, and I'll add in butter. You can see the butter has separated from oil. You can see the butter properly. I'm trying to get this as close as possible. So at this point, I'm gonna add a little bit of water. And I'm going to cook it, putting little amount of water in 3 to 4 batches till I have this, till I have this completely cooked. See how nicely the masala is cooked now. At this point, I'll add this curd that I have. This is about 2 tablespoons. If you want, you can add more. 2 tablespoons of curd. Now when this is done, I'm gonna put in the cashew and almond paste that I have. I do not have full cream. Otherwise, I would have used a fresh full cream. I mean, about 3 to 4 spoons of fresh full cream into this. Since I do not have it, so I'm just going to let it be. But if you have, please do put in that. That surely enhances the taste. Now when I have a very good boil in my gravy, I'm going to add in the chicken pieces to it, one by one. So now I also have got a boil after putting in the chicken pieces, so I'm just gonna stir it once. You can see how thick the gravy is because of the cashew paste, the butter and everything. You can put more butter if you want for the taste to enhance. So lastly, this is almost ready now. Lastly, I will put in some kasuri methi. A good amount. This is 2 tablespoons of kasuri methi that I'm putting in. I'm gonna mix the kasuri methi well.